Hey everyone, it's me, Ali the Speedrunner. Yeah, this time I wanted a different type of challenge. Elden Ring is a fun and easy open world game. Yeah, it is easy. You can use spirits, ashes of war, or just level up and you'll eventually defeat any boss in the game. So as a challenge to myself, I decided to speedrun it. Rushing bosses in Elden Ring can be very difficult. So first things first, what type of speedruns are? There are many of them, but I'll be playing the shortest one, any percent. In other words, beat the final boss of the base game. And also glitchless, because I'm really bad with glitches and messing with the game. So, time to plan my route. I had seen many videos of streamers that do challenges in Elden Ring, and because I'm good at learning, I had the confidence that I will be able to beat it in 3 hours max. This took 5 hours in my first attempt. In my defense, I was experimenting and seeing what routes were possible and how strong I would be with each boss. Many bosses were super easy, others became a problem, and some others were a nightmare. Well, without further ado, let's begin the speedrun and show you how I learned that luck, randomness, and bullshit can easily affect a speedrun and my sanity. Choosing the proper character is very important. The samurai is the best option for my playstyle, because every weapon he's carrying is going to be important. So we start, and the first thing we do is die. Throwing us out of the cliff is the fastest way. Now the speedrun actually begins. The first thing we do is to run straight into the church and touch the grace. We continue running forward and we grab these very important 4 kukris. From here, we finally get Torrent, and the prep phase starts. I grab these mushrooms, and by following this route, we kill this scarab to get the Somber Smithing Stone 1. I'm gonna call them Somber for short. I continue climbing and get here to use my only stone key to open this dungeon, and get the Turtle Talisman. From here I collect runes and the Favor Cookbook 1. All of this is necessary to be able to craft the sleeping pots. Then continue to the nearest church to get the Wondrous Physic and get upgrades for the flask. And now go to the south and get some extra mixes, the Axe Talisman, and finally the half of the Dectus Medallion. Watch out with the bear near the talisman. Oh crap. Oh no. Please no.
Gotcha, bitch!
Of course! No fucking way! Really? I return to the church, upgrade, wait for the knight, and teleport far into the dragon barrow. This is so I can get to this knight cavalry. You really have to wait until he is at this spot to throw the kukri, or he will just ignore the second kukri. By using the bow, I aim and throw the kukris at the exact spots so the mini-boss falls off the cliff. What? What is he doing? What are you doing? I kept moving forward, and I arrived at the Farroth Fort, where I can collect the other half of the Dectus Medallion and Radagon's Sword Seal. I quit the game, so the enemies stop the aggro at me, I leap to the Church of the Plague, and go finally to the Round Table. With all these runes, I finally level up, so I can finally face my first boss in the run, the Bloodhound Knight. Once he's dead, I finally get my main weapon for the full run, the Bloodhound's Fang. We're not done with all the preparations, so let's speed up a little. I travel to Liurnia, watch out for the squirrels. Surprisingly, they can block the road. Please. That's one squirrel. Why do squirrels have to be this big? And then drop down right at this spot. Be careful, because if you do it wrong, Oh. No, no, no. No. No, no. No, ¿por qué? Then keep going to the north and take the teleporter of the ruins. We jump out of the bridge, we kill this scarab, and get the incantation Blood Flame Blade. I keep moving to the north, keep grabbing more items, and finally arrive to EG. So we buy the Somber 2 and Somber 3 to upgrade our main weapon. It's very important to touch the grace of EG, or else I won't be able to teleport back. It's not like I forgot many times to touch his grace. What? No! No, 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 no lo toqué! That being said, I go back to Limgrave to grab the Strength Mix, take his armor, and collect the Golden Bow Ash of War. Don't worry, we're almost done with the prep. I go to these ruins, open the chest trap to get teleported to Kaelid, and here I grab the Somber 4 and the Somber 5. Watch out with the combugs. 95% of the time they won't kill you, but this is a reminder that random bullshit can happen at any point. For example, I teleport to the round table to get a seal and a dagger to be able to use Golden Bow and Blood Flame Blade. For the most part, the preparations are over, and it's time for the boss rush. The first boss is Margit. Unfortunately, I cannot use the Blood Flame incantation yet, but I still have the Blood Grease for my weapon. Once he's dead, we open the gates, upgrade our weapon to level 5, and go inside the castle. You need to be very careful when you go through the main gate. There are many enemies that can easily kill you if you are not careful. Dying here will make you lose a lot of time. No, 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 why? That was a combo! That being said, time to face Godric. He is not a big deal, because we have a very upgraded weapon. So, he is dead. One rune left to get. Oh, and always use the remembrance of the boss to get more runes. I level up enough to be able to use the Blood Flame Blade, and with the Dectus Medallion, we finally get to the Altus Plateau. I take a quick detour to kill the demi-human Queen Gilligan, and get one more talisman, the Ritual Sword Talisman for extra damage. After that mini-boss, I continue through the Altus Plateau, collecting golden seeds, and getting the golden parry. We equip the Ash of War to our small shield, and continue moving forward to face one of the biggest and easiest boss in the run, the Draconic Tree Sentinel. The idea is to use Golden Parry to make him fall off the cliff and kill him instantly, but he can always do random bullshit to cause trouble. For example, spamming the fire breath of the horse, or using his thunder attack at the wrong moment. Fortunately, he was in a big trouble in this run. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Perfect. 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 After killing him, it's time to level up and go back to Dragon Barrow to collect the Somber 8 and Somber 9. We go back to the Church of the Plague, and here we're gonna do a specific jump glitch to immediately get to the Rodan Arena by respawning at the America statue. It is a bit tricky, but not too hard. There we go, perfect! And yeah, for some reason this glitch isn't considered a glitch because it doesn't make us skip mandatory fights. Once we are down here, we finally get to face Rodan. He sometimes likes to do bullshit moves. And sometimes he likes to behave the way he's supposed to. Now that he is dead, we unfortunately have to kill Alexander Jar to get a very helpful talisman, the Warrior Jar Shard Talisman. With all that down, I finally enter Lindell.
Parkour!
Once again, you have to dodge all the enemies in the way and do a bit of parkour on the roofs. You really have to dodge many enemies in the capital. After all that, I finally arrived at Golden Godfrey, or just Gold-free for short. This boss is quite fast, but very predictable, so he's usually not a problem. I level up and immediately get to face Morgoth, a boss that, instead of being predictable, can be quite a problem from how unpredictable and bullshit he came up with. Yeah, I hate him a lot. Regardless, he is in a huge problem in my runs. For now, I have to run a lot. This is the most that you have to just run without doing much. But there are some Somber Stones in the road, the Somber 6 and the Somber 7. So, once I'm finally here, I get my weapon to level 9. Usually, I like to kill Okina, to get his mask and the flask upgrades. But he is completely optional. Although, this is when all the optional enemies end, and I'm only left with the mandatory bosses. Fire Giant is another boss that likes to do random bullshit. And by that I mean his rolling animation. That can position him in a very awkward spot. Regardless, I defeated the Fire Giant and finally got to Farum Azula. Well, the next boss never gave me problems. The Godskin duo is very consistent and easy to deal with. Just throw some sleeping pots to the right place and kill them one by one. Finally, the last run where there are many annoying enemies, the Eagles and the Farum Azula Dragon. And behind the dragon is the last upgrade for the main weapon. Now, the biggest problem I had with all my Elden Ring speedruns, Malekith. It didn't matter if it was the first phase or the second phase, I was always struggling. Why? Because of the speed and damage he deals. And not only that, his hitbox is sometimes broken. And in both phases. I sometimes think I hit him, and nah, I was too far. Eventually, I managed to learn his first phase properly, but the second phase was the biggest problem, so I had to sacrifice a lot of my time to kill an invader and get the Blasphemous Claw, an item that can parry certain attacks from Malekith in his second phase, and leaves him quite vulnerable. So thanks to this item, I was finally able to kill him. Time for Gideon! Okay, I didn't want it to do that, but that works. That works?
That was easy.
He is always super easy, barely an inconvenience. Time for Godfrey. I think I never died by him either, but most of my fights against him were close calls. His second phase is the least one I know to get proper punishments. Finally, the final bosses, Radagon and Elden Beast. I almost never had problems with them in my previous playthroughs. But because I was still on a timer and nervous about being the last boss, I couldn't stop being on edge. Either way, Radagon was mostly the problem. Elden Beast, I can sometimes do it completely hitless, but they are bosses that are famous for taking so much time to kill, especially Elden Beast and his stalling. Either way, it was only a matter of time. And I did it. How much time it took? 2 hours and 2 minutes. Well, it was understandable. I had many incidents. I think I died like 4 times. How much time could I reduce if I didn't die? I was intrigued. How small my time could become. With every try, I was able to reduce more minutes. I even decided to change my routes and ignore some items. And then, one time, I did almost everything perfectly. Which was my time? 1 hour 43 minutes. I was satisfied. It was time to turn the page on my speedrun attempts on Elden Ring. But then, I saw one Japanese guy that had a timer of 1 hour and 42 minutes. Like I said, I did almost perfectly, but I had one incident that cost me 3 minutes. If I did it again and without this incident, I would have beaten that guy. Okay, one last attempt. I checked some alternative routes to maybe help me optimize my time, and I found 3 time savers. This time, no turtle talisman. I now took 2 teleporters in Liurnia, the one I always use, and a new one that saved me a ton of time. This time I used a lot more the quit the game and return technique. I defeated Radan, Morgoth, and Malekith in a decent good time. I got different places for the Somber Stone 7, 8, and 9 that saved me a lot of time too. I used the invisible bridge to get faster to the fire giant. I didn't got the blasphemous claw, so I saved more time. Godfrey got close to beating me, but I managed. I had some incidents with the Draconic Tree Sentinel and Radagon, but they didn't affect my time that much.
No! No! He did the freaking combo! Stupid combo! Why he did the stupid combo? I hate when he does the stupid combo and I forgot to get rid of the talisman.
Can we just ignore that last clip? So, which was my time at the end? 1 hour, 37 minutes, and 30 seconds. My place in the Elden Ring speedrun is the 114. Wait a minute, this is for PC. I was on Xbox. Which is my real place in the leaderboards? 4th place. Yeah, that's a huge leap from 100 to just the 4th. Nice. Obviously, there are much better optimized ways to beat the game. But if you want to use my route of the Bloodhound's noob, then try it yourself. You can have a good time too because there aren't many people beating Elden Ring in console. That being said, I'll continue playing and making videos of other games. Subscribe so you don't miss my next videos. I'm trying to post every month. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.